Oh, okay. Well, we've gone. Sorry, guys. Yeah, welcome to the race between NaxHPL and RegoleSlayer. I'm Zaztrain. Miltrib should be getting in here soon. Sorry, I'm not sure where Set Booster is at the moment. But anyways, this is all bosses route. Both of them will be doing Dragon Tooth +5. So, Nax has a PB of a 113.36, and Regal has a PB he just got yesterday actually of a 139.21.
Hello, Zaz.
Hello. Yeah, both like I said, both will be doing Dragon Tooth +5 routes. Nax will be doing it with the flexing, as I like to call it, or you could call it equipment slot manipulation. So he's starting Hunter, and Regal will be doing the more traditional one, starting Thief.
I think, is this the first? I haven't been watching every single race because of the times, but is this the first time we have two people with the same route?
It might be. There's actually been quite a bit of variety, actually. I was thinking that everyone was going to do DT +5, and it's kind of been a nice mix, actually.
Yeah, that was the worry at the beginning.
Okay, so of course they.
Oh, sorry.
No, they're talking to Oscar because it's faster. It's usually one of the things that everyone likes to ask, isn't it faster to kill him? But it's actually faster to chat with them.
So we have
Go on.
a little bit of variation. Oh yeah, we have a bomb start versus a master key start.
Here, I'll turn Milt up then. Okay. Hopefully it.
No,
tell me if he's better, guys. I think he should be better now. Should be better now.
I hope so.
Okay, so Regal has made his way to Firelink. Nax is opening the door. He didn't quit out, so he's actually doing RTA strats. That's gonna be a tough one, I know, for everyone.
Yeah, the muscle memory. Yeah, I've already seen several cases in which people just quit out of like when there is absolutely no need.
It's so hard after years of doing it. It's very difficult not to quit out at that door there. Okay, and both runners are going to be going over to the undead merchant, the male undead merchant, and purchasing stuff for the later parts of the run.
Oh, that's right, getting stuck on the Drake there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, doggo. Yeah, Nima doesn't like it when people get stunned by the Drake. And you notice Regal, since he doesn't have the bow, or the thief doesn't start out with the bow, so he has to purchase throwing knives in order to aggro the Hellkite whenever he gets to the bridge. That'll be after Taurus Demon.
Yeah, pull it down. You can run past it, but you don't know which attack is gonna happen. And
yeah.
Attacks that can happen, one can one-shot you.
Yeah, there's one attack
really
that you're just done.
So safety first on racing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you notice the Berg doesn't really have that much damage, enemies don't do much damage, but there's too many of them. So you can still get a bit of a funny situations in which two enemies jump at you at the same time or something like that. But so far both really close.
Apparently you're still quiet. I don't know. I can hear you really well.
Sadly has to be the restrainer. Yeah, but let me see if I can fix my microphone a bit.
Okay, so Regal makes quick work of Taurus, and as does Nax. Here, let me turn my. Am I still really loud? I can turn myself down if I'm blowing people's eardrums out. Okay. Sorry.
Like you in a can? No, it's probably. I know what it might be, but I can't fix it. Usually hits in the tail, tends to the gold punk resin, which is 150 lightning damage. It's a lot early on. Later on, it's just gonna be. There's no point using resins, but at the beginning, they help a lot. Either on bosses or on things like this that you need to do a lot of damage really quick.
Okay. Now that we got that taken care of, so Nax is going to be going straight into Syncgate Skip here. Syncgate Skip is, I guess it's actually kind of old now. It's about a year old, I'd say, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, it's about a year and 4 months. December of.
But yeah, it's a neat little trick. It allows you, you actually touch. There are two different cameras. There's a death cam, and then there's a kill box that's below that. What you're doing here is with this parry, you'll get this above head view, and that's going to be your death cam. And that'll actually deload all the assets like doors, some enemies, and stuff like that. And then it'll allow you, without having to actually ring the bell, you can actually make it into Sin's Fortress. So it saves somewhere between 2 and 3 minutes over actually. Grabbing both bells, defeating the bosses.
Yeah,
so,
it saves you going to Blyton twice, and that's a lot of running.
Mm-hmm. And so Regal, since he is not doing the ESM route, he will be doing gargoyles first.
I guess the difference will be pretty big on ONS, because Regal will have a DT +5 at that point.
Yes. No. It's basically male drinker starts.
Oh, okay.
But he will have RTSR for ONS and Iron Golem, where Nax will not.
Oh, okay. I thought he was maybe going to the quantity storage early. That's good to know.
I could be wrong, but I believe Regal has the rapier.
Yeah.
I guess he feels more comfortable not move swapping.
Oh,
and
that's really lucky.
Yeah, that's
just enough.
Yeah, it staggered him off there. That's unfortunate.
There is always quick decision making that has to happen when you have more than one mob, more than one entity at the same time.
Yeah,
they're not like perfectly synchronized or anything.
You always want you're always hoping that you can finish off that first gargoyle before this second one makes its way over, just just to make the fights less chaotic. Much easier just fighting 1-on-1 than 2-on-1. And I believe Nax is going to get Green Blossom. I'm almost certain you don't get those in this round. Almost certain. And also, if you missed it, he did the move swap over the gap, aka swag swap. Yeah, style over speed, boyos.
Using all the situations available, so that way he doesn't lose time when there is no jump involved. Oh.
And tail difficult to get sometimes. I should have this one.
Yeah,
okay.
Fight again. Oh.
Ooh. Okay, it's close. Oh yeah, he rolled too soon.
Yeah, trying to get away from the ledge. And Nax approaching Iron Golem. with the move swap glitch, which allows you to use a weapon with the moveset of another weapon. That's why they use thrusting swords to be able to hit twice while running, but doing far more damage with the weapon it's move swap. Not in this case, because the Drag Sword plus 0 is not. It doesn't have impressive damage, but still better than anything else he could get at this point.
Yeah, RTSR or no RTSR Golem is not really fun, but he had a really good fight there. So
yeah, it was pretty clean.
Okay, Regal's heading back up for a third gargoyle encounter.
Yeah, let's hope this goes well for him. The early deaths really don't. It's not that much the time loss, but it's just kind of like the morale hit.
Yeah.
It can get in your head and
that's
chase
what
you the entire run.
That's what I've been saying. It's you kind of expect to die in a race, something to go wrong. You're just hoping that it happens later on. You know, you don't want it to happen early. That way, you know, you have a little bit of confidence kind of going into the late game where the bosses are typically tough. Okay, and I believe he hopped out of the stagger.
Yeah, that's very, very annoying. When they do something like
really
a jump,
happening just
jump.
without here. Ugh.
That's wrong.
Okay, well, Nax is heading to Raptors now. He did get memed pretty hard earlier. In Raptors, he got a really unfortunate throwing knife right as his iframes ended after the fog gate. We'll hope that doesn't happen again.
He already got the early throwing knife there.
Right there. So we're starting to, yeah. He's not gonna play around with this one. If anyone was unaware, you want to keep your even though you have the Drake Sword, you want to keep the rapier out for running on the Raptors. That way you can kind of push those Painted Guardians out of the way. Yeah, you might be able to hit them with the Drake Sword, but then you also might get lit up, and you don't want that.
Yeah, other weapons that hit them once don't push them back enough, and they don't stagger them for long enough, so you just go past them, and they immediately backstab you. It's very nice.
Yeah. You might do a little pirouette into a backstab as well. Those are fun.
Yeah, they are very, very fancy enemies.
And getting not great. Okay, he's got the stagger at least that time. Should be able to finish him off before the second one gets there. Excellent. All right, we're back in business.
Doing his first level up, making sure he has enough.
All right, and that's gargoyles down for Regal. So Nax now is going to attempt to reset the elevator if. Well, I assume he's going to reset. He's going to. So if you jump onto the platform and quit out before the elevator gets to its final position, it will reset back down. It will save you about 12 seconds, I believe, something like that. Like, I won't say it's 12 seconds.
Is very, very long.
But it will save you time going from Gwendolyn to Priscilla later on. Now Regal is going to go pick up the Grasscrest Shield and RTSR.
This actually is always fun. A lot of people enjoyed it the first playthrough. Not just the Silver Archers, but the Gargoyles throwing spears in your back. They give you a tiny, tiny window. You can hear the attack happening, but then you have a tiny window to dodge out of the way.
Remember the sense of relief when I finally got past this area in my first playthrough. There were a few obscenities said, just a couple. All right, and I would assume he's go. Yeah, he's going. don't think I've seen anyone not take the bonfire yet. I'd be interesting if someone was that confident.
Yeah, it's a long run back. Yeah, and this bonfire only takes 14 seconds to pick up and mark, so it's not like a huge time loss. I think in general, even for people that are speedrunning, for the ones that are starting, just take all the safety precautions you can. Eventually, you're gonna need those seconds. That's when you're gonna start going like.
And that's probably one of the first ones later on that you start skipping, that most people start skipping, because if you do die to ONS, it's gonna cost a lot of time, and eventually
and it's gonna be pretty much a reset.
Yeah. Kind of, as we said earlier, kind of hurts the morale a bit. You'd rather just reset and start again, since usually it's fairly early on. And again, Nax does not have RTSR, so he's going to actually have to do 3 running attacks with his movesaw, Dragon 2.
Yeah, with the mid-rolling being the major annoyance.
But he does have a Green Blossom, so that'll make up for it a little bit, and he's having issues right there.
Behind a bit of issues with the move swap. He had to quit out, you guys cannot hear it, but the Ichigo Guardian, it's right on his back.
I was worried for Regal there for a second.
Oh, the Drakes.
Yeah, he kind of got caught up, and yeah, once you get caught by one, you get kind of staggered, and all hell breaks loose.
It's a chain reaction of disaster, yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna dupe off the pickup, and back to Undead Parish.
Oof.
Okay.
He's fine. Will he heal, or will he just go for it?
I think he's just gonna go for it. And ooh, okay, okay.
Scary.
All right. No big deal. Is he okay? Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was thinking I wouldn't probably go for that.
Yeah, he's too close to smoke. There we go.
So there we go. Now he's gonna have a super smoke. Super smoke's pretty straightforward. As long as you have stamina, you're pretty safe with a 2 stagger weapon.
You just have to wait for a tiny bit. He's not just recharging stamina, but he's preventing attacking before he can be staggered again. There's a tiny window when enemies are recharging poise in which they are invulnerable to be staggered.
Alright, so first try ONS, very good. And Regal is doing his SGS, going to make his way to Iron Golem. He'll have a bit quicker time at it, because he will have RTSR. And now Rio gets to do the funnest run around in the game. I love running through sins. It's really simple, but it looks nice.
It's like clockwork. Basically, if everything goes well and you're doing everything fine,
yeah,
you know exactly which cycle this blade.
You start getting hit by things, yeah, that it changes up quite a bit. But as long as you don't do that, also Nax over here doing the SM glitch. He's buying 999 pikes.
Yeah,
I guess he hasn't started the
weapons
yet.
Yeah, the weird effect with the weapons is that if you do quantity storage, which is dropping something, that number gets saved, and then the next time that you buy or sell something, while trying to dupe an item, it's going to use that number to buy things. But when you buy weapons, you don't get 999 weapons. You get like 999 weapons combined into one. So now that pike weighs about, what, 10,000?
Yeah, it'll actually put you over limits, so to speak.
Basically, yeah, it's go over the limit of what the inventory can be.
Flex on the haters later on. So Nax is... Yep. Okay. Next one, he's gonna attempt a ladder swap on.
Nice.
Gets it, and he should make very, very quick work of these gargoyles.
Yeah, this should be like what? 2.5 hits on the first one? Something like that. Yeah, not even that.
Okay.
Jeez.
He trolled him a little bit by jumping backwards, so nothing to worry about. Alright, and that's Gargoyle fight. We will have a little trouble with this one, but he gets it. I know, Nax at Gargoyles. Regal is very like
SMH. Oh, that I thought he was really late.
Yeah, I hate that you get caught kind of in the middle there, and you don't know whether to roll or attack him. All right, so
quite
just
fast on him.
3 hits below the knee should be good. Okay, yeah, they're all below the knee. Wasn't sure about that second one for a second. And he's gonna play it.
Yeah.
Like he could possibly make that. But no. So Nax is now making his way down to Blighttown. That way he can get Quelaag, ring second bell, then he can start the glitch of all glitches.
I remember when soul management was a thing.
Mm-hmm. Back in my day.
What about souls? Those were the days.
Why no all achievement race tournament? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why we did this instead of all achievements.
Maybe so more than 4 people would participate.
Yeah, possibly. And it might have something to do with that. Alright.
Will we see plunges?
Looking at Nax's stuff, I guess he's not going to do any Blighttown plunges, which is a shame, but I understand.
Yeah, they're still a bit scary.
Yeah. He's just going to do Old Faithful Blighttown drop.
Now he's gonna calculate when to drop. Oh wait, he's not setting up yet. Oh, that was.
And yeah, I didn't calculate quite right. Yep.
Yeah, that was that took me off guard actually. It's like, why is he just this early?
Okay, well,
Rigoli gets a bit of time back now.
Yeah, there we go.
A bit to catch up.
Hopefully, and he didn't even bench skip. A little bit upset by that, but hey, now he gets a pep ring. Or not. Well, nope.
Or not.
Later. Okay, bye-bye. I guess you don't really need it in this route, so it's fine, I guess, to skip it.
Oh, wait, if you're gonna flex RTSR, yeah, you cannot really use, I mean, you can, but you're gonna break it at some
waves
point.
To everyone. Hi, Nax. Regal making it safely across the rafters. I'm sorry, Mario.
How dare you?
Okay, so Blighttown drop number 2.
So I'm guessing next is gonna pick up the Dragon Scale for.
Yeah, he should be taking the Blighttown bonfire. He already has a Lord Vessel, so he can warp, take the bonfire, and pick up Dragon Scale. Get to Quelaag. Easy peasy. Okay. Regal getting some, so far, passive Batwing Demons. Siege would be glad I said their proper names.
So, back in the day, materials were a bit of a problem when upgrading weapons. Either, whatever material you needed, there's never enough early on. But now with the quantity storage glitch, you just need one, you need a bottomless box, and then you can get as many as you want. So the Dragon Tooth plus 5, which requires 10 Dragon Scales, which picking them up normally in the game takes a huge amount of time. They're spread out through the entire game. Now it just requires you to pick up this one or any one, and then as long as you have access to front, you can get 99 of them, just super easy.
Now Regal's gonna go pick up the Dragon Tooth. And Nax is making his way over to Quaylag. I don't know what it is about the Dragon Tooth pickup. It's so hard to dupe off that. It's the exact same.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I can't do it, and I see other people like mess it up. I don't know what it is with that.
It's so heavy, so it takes longer to pick up.
Ah.
I had no idea about that, really. I'm gonna try next time to see, experience it firsthand.
Okay. I was a little worried there. If you hit Quaylag in her rear end area, she has a chance of doing a little gas attack.
And yeah, the fire button, which is, I don't even know how much damage that does.
Ooh.
Oh,
And that was unfortunate. Nax got kind of stuck between the lava and the sword there. Well, the lava kind of bounced him back into that. Yeah.
The lava doesn't do that much damage, but it creates a long
interesting Ornstein opening. Hopefully he doesn't. Okay, I was about to say hopefully he doesn't go for that second attack there.
Yeah, that would be dangerous. Ornstein just walking around the pillar. Oh, holy crap. That was very.
Okay, well, pretty. Oh no. All right.
Okay. We have a
like
hitbox there.
Hopefully he doesn't get too close. Yeah. Okay. If anyone was unaware, when Smo does an attack to end that cutscene, he can actually leave a ghost hitbox, which can kill you even in the second phase. It's a really salty death if anyone's ever had it.
Yeah, it's just like hitting nothing and they just die. Most of the time you're just running, so you take bonus damage.
Yeah, you're just running towards Smo, and the next thing you know, you get knocked backwards and you're dead. Alright, so Nax is making his way over Quaylag again. Luckily he had the Blighttown Bonfire, so he really doesn't have to run back too far like you would in most other routes.
Not enough to offset the kind of rough start that Regole had, but he's getting closer.
Yep. Yeah, even though he died to gargoyles a few times, it's not a very long run back to gargoyles, so it doesn't take a whole lot of time to catch up, really. Of course, he will also have to hope for Nax to screw up further.
Yeah.
All right, say bye bye to Lautrec.
Oh, the lack of health on enemy, when you see them like going really low health, but getting a red glow around them, that's the effect of the red Tearstone ring, which is like the best ring in the game. Basically, if you're under 20% health, you get a bonus of 50% damage. So it's the perfect risk and reward mechanic. You just put yourself on a situation in which anything can kill you, but you do much more damage. So it demands perfect execution, but at a pretty big risk.
Yeah, for some things, actually, like the ONS fight, for instance, it actually makes some fights a lot more consistent. Ornstein, typically, you can kill him in 2 attacks, where if you have to kill him in 3 attacks, usually Smo is going to be on you by that 3rd attack, so you have to kind of take a break for a second, unless you're very fortunate. So even though it seems really risky, there are a lot of fights where it actually makes it kind of makes it more favorable for you. Especially running around with 11-bit, your chances are a lot of those bosses going to kill you in one shot if you take counter hit anyway.
The shorter the fight, the less chances the AI has to...
Less Miyazaki magic can happen.
This of a show they can make.
Okay, so Nax now is doing the quantity storage glitch. So that it allows the player to apply the value. So in this one, it will be the 999 arrows, and it will put it to the previous thing. So he's gonna get those arrows, and then he's gonna give himself 999 scales, 999 Quelaag souls, firebomb, all that good stuff. So now you'll see you'll have about 10 million souls gets to level up, and in only 30 minutes.
All legit.
Doctors hate him.
All intended.
And he remembers to take the firebombs out of the box. I see so many people forget to do that.
Just run away with it.
Yep.
And then Rich Bit of Case is like, wait a second, wait out of my bombs.
Yep. Oh boy. And so yeah, you end up getting a like 2-minute slower bed of chaos because of that. Alright, Regal has picked up his Dragon Scale. Now he'll make his way over to Quelaag. So yeah, he's actually made up quite a bit of time.
Yeah, he's running. He's just right behind. Still, I will say, minute and a half behind, maybe. But that can be just one mistake by Nax, and it's enough for really to catch up.
Especially on
places later.
Yeah, well, this one as well.
Yeah.
It's a pretty long run back to Ceaseless, so if you mess up, it's a good minute at least. And I believe, yeah, he doesn't have throwing knives, so he should be doing the manliness test on Ceaseless here. Manliness test is shooting Ceaseless with the bow, move swapping, and then finishing him in one cycle. Actually, can you do it in one cycle with the Dragon Tooth? I guess it's a +5.
+5? Yeah, yeah, I should be able.
Okay, so I think he's gonna get. No, he got the good attack. Okay. Oh no, he did not. Don't listen to me.
It almost looked like a.
I guess not. Okay. And he gets the attack again. I don't know. Yep. Okay. A little scary.
Oh, oof! It's mine,
well, he does have
enough health to survive it.
So yeah, if he did get hit, it's not the end of the world. Didn't do Death Warp though, so I'm a little upset with him. Okay. And Regal makes quick work of Quelaag.
So now really just one boss behind, but he still needs
trailing one boss.
Yeah, but he still needs to go visit Fram, set the Lord Vessel, and
that is true. Yeah.
Do the quantity storage glitch.
So probably a couple minutes, 2 or 3 minutes RTA.
And next, preparing the Fire Stage elevator clip, which it's possible because the elevator that you see there, if you see on the video, actually you see the elevator appearing later. The elevator is part of a different area than where your character is standing in. So if you keep quitting and reloading, eventually, because when you load back into the game, your character moves slightly backwards. Eventually, that is going to happen. You're going to spawn right on top of the elevator. The elevator takes a second extra to load, and you're going to clip right through it. And Fire Sage is in a very good position to do a very... Oh my god, he died! That's so... to do a plunge attack.
Oh, wow.
But he was slightly in position and hit a branch.
There's a few things that can go wrong. It seems if you plunge too late, you can just fly, like just bounce off them and then onto the ground. If you do 2 quit-outs, you can run the risk of actually landing on the platform above Fire Sage.
Just above.
And then, yeah, if your positioning's wrong, then you can die on a branch. So it's not 100% gimme. It's usually pretty safe, but yeah, you can get memed.
Sometimes you are going to be like slightly to the left, slightly to the right, and you're not going to notice because you're doing the same thing you have always done that always works. But it's just, and there's like 3 branch deaths. You can land on the top like Nax died. Another one just bounces off the branch. Another one that kills you in the middle. It's just a lot of flavors to make people salty.
Okay, and Regal, I think, just needs the fireballs, and he should be good. Oh, yeah, the Dragon Scales. I guess 5 fire bombs should be fun. Okay, so he's warping back, and now he'll be doing ceaseless discharge.
The other thing with the fire stage elevator clip is that if you notice, there's no boss health bar. That happens because the boss health bars and the AI activates when you're crossing the fog gate. That's where the point is. So since you're having this very creative entrance to the boss, he's just standing there not knowing what to do.
You can go activate if you run all the way to the fog gate. You can actually go activate him again. Wouldn't suggest it. He can be a little ornery at times. Alright, so next going to Centipede Demon, also known as the camera boss.
It's so terrible.
And I assume he might, or I guess he's not going to set up RTSR. Okay, yeah. Probably best for a race.
You do so much damage that I will say that it's maybe half a hit, like one of the 2 running attacks that you're gonna
save. I think it's 2 hits, yes.
So you're just saving 1 attack. It doesn't... It's not a giant time save. We're talking about like 3-4 seconds at most.
Yeah, probably for a race setting, it's probably best not to do RTSR just for the risk. Just a small chance that you can get annihilated by him. Like I said, if he does some attacks, all of a sudden your camera goes every which way and you run straight into the lava or something.
Silly. He hasn't got RTSR yet. He hasn't
placed it. Yes, of course, yes. That would also be a good reason why
they actually run the same base route, which is the round 2+5, but they did slight changes. Next is gonna do a glitch that allows him to get RTSR without picking out TSR, which takes him like 1 minute and 20 seconds, I think, of running. But it's gonna give him slower fights.
I don't think it saves 1 minute and 20 on this route. I think that's on Sortal. I think on this it's about 40. I don't know. I'll have to talk with my Siege Well Plunge Master to find out.
Technical advisor.
Yes.
So now Regole on the way to do the clip himself. Let's see if he gets it first time or has any issues with it as well. And, yeah, see, I do it a bit more to the left. It's always nice to see these things. We always do the same glitch. We're all doing the same thing.
Where is he doing it? No, I do it about right there. And it seems.
I do it a bit to the left. You see the pillar? That's where the staircase starts. Like the one that's here. That's where I do it.
All right. Yeah. I think
the right side. And then
I don't know. Whenever I learned it, I just learned it from Kamul's video, and he did it about right where Regal is at right now. So I guess Supreme Leader does it. I'm going to do it. And good to go.
All going well for Regole.
Nax is making his way over to Beta Chaos. And we already know he has the firebombs out of the box, so be good to go on this. Did Regal take the firebombs?
Yeah, I did notice. We were looking at Nax when that happened. I hope they're there.
I hope so. Yeah, that is like probably the most common mistake I'd say with people running this route is to forget to take the firebombs out. You never realize until you're sliding down that, and you're like, oh, okay. Well, this is gonna be a bit longer now. Alright, so 2 carefully placed bombs will open the way to the innards of Beta Chaos.
Regal going with RTSR. A little more damage, but it didn't have the best start, sadly.
Yeah, he didn't get the double hit. And yeah, that's one of the problems with move swapping this boss.
Yeah, the R1 pushed him just into the lava. And you have to be careful because Centipede, when he moves around, when he's not attacking, his arms are not active hitbox, like they cannot hurt you, but they can push you around and straight into the lava.
I have been pushed into the lava so many times just from that. Yeah. It's very annoying. Okay, Nax is now making his way over to Straight Demon. Straight Demon is pretty annoying, even in... Wait. Yeah, in this route he's still really annoying. We'll just go with annoying, just all the time. Actually, I believe that you never get any audio. Only on this route, or every time on this route, you don't seem to get any audio. You always get an audio glitch with it.
Yeah, I wonder why it's so consistent. Yeah, it's so consistent that you basically it's the game not loading the audio file fast enough, so you just go with a silent boss. But it's just very consistent in certain routes. Like for some reason, the order you play around the game makes it so that that file takes too long to load.
Have you ever move swapped a pike in the stray area? Like a pike with another weapon? I suggest trying it. See if you can get off more than just see if you can get a attack. It's all you do is just dink off everything. I don't know. I guess because the elevation's all weird, it's terrible. All right, so he drops down in here. He might. Okay. I was wondering if he might heal up. Choosing not to.
Yeah, the thing with these bosses is that they don't have like a terrible moveset, but they have a lot of things like this flying up. You just cannot do anything. And even when they land, you have to wait for a bit because they generate a bit of like AoE.
He does have green blossoms though, so when he does fly up, he can punish where you usually wouldn't be able to punish. Because like I said, I don't think you get green blossoms usually for this round.
But they have a gigantic pool, a health pool, and a lot of resistances. That's what makes them really slow.
And Centipede jumping back into lava because this is a cool guy.
That attack has a terrible hitbox as well, so it can hit you very easily. And one more hit.
Is he gonna go? Okay, he's gonna play it safe. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah.
Very safe, that's so. Ah, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, I couldn't see the bombs. I saw a bomb on his inventory. I don't know how many, but he did hit them, so it's probably...
Whenever he was at Frompt, he had 5. I don't know how it became 5. I swore that he did this storage tube to it.
For maybe
5 should be a knife. A knife. I can't even talk. Should be enough. It will make... Butterfly will be a lot slower, most likely. But he'll have enough for everything else. And now he's going to the pure skill boss of the game, Gwendolyn.
He needs the same attack he's doing right now, the arrows. He needs that one to get close enough.
One more time. Oh yeah, he's getting outskilled here. Yeah, he should have practiced
this
more.
Is
if he
totally,
would have practiced more,
this
probably
all,
wouldn't have
yeah, he should have practiced more. Need to input the AI manipulation glitch.
Yep. Okay, so 2 running attacks on Gwendolyn.
Outskilled by RNG. Oof! Regularly getting a bit bumped by the Dragon Prods, which is very scary. They do a lot of damage.
Okay. And we got an interesting way of getting on to here.
Yeah, a long way. It's just like the.
Yeah, it caught me by I was seeing that I'm not used to seeing, so I had no idea where he was at for a moment.
Get on with the program.
Okay, Nax trying not to catch a throwing knife in the back. Should be fine now. And now I'll make its way to Painted World.
Now Nax is gonna do something that you don't see often on speedruns until this glitch got discovered. He's gonna pick up the red substone, which is to invade, which is completely useless in a speedrun, and especially on an offline mode. But because it has the same ID as the red tearstone ring, he's gonna do a certain sequence of inputs, which along with that pipe that weighs 10,000 that he's carrying, it's gonna force to equip the red subzone into the ring slot. And since they have the same ID, the game is gonna pretty much assume that it's the red subzone. I mean the red tearstone ring. Running to pick up this is much faster than running to pick up the ring. So even though you are getting slightly slower fights at the beginning, you can save a bunch of running by doing this.
He's playing it very safe, killing the crows. Oh no. Okay.
Okay, he managed to get out. I hope he doesn't. His position doesn't get saved in that middle platform he hit.
He does have fire bombs, alright.
Oof, that was really close to the edge.
Okay. Alright, so now he's gonna get in RTSR range by doing a couple calculated drops. Or not, never mind, don't listen to me. I thought he was, and then he just did. Okay. Regal in the unfortunate RNGing in the Firestorm, but with 24-bit, good to go.
You can survive it.
Yes.
Unless you get that glitch that hits you twice.
Oh, yeah.
It's always scary. It's always a lottery, you don't know what's gonna happen.
So also a neat thing we didn't mention about the ESM glitch is that you could make it where you're just a floating head by changing a few items as well. I don't think we're gonna see anyone do that in this tournament, but
it's actually really hard to play like that. Not seeing your own feet to calculate jumps.
Doing some skips is kind of difficult whenever you're just a floating head. You can't really see where the rest of your body is at. It makes some things pretty tough. It's a good meme though. Good meme.
So because of this slight change, needing the red soapstone to make the game believe that you have the red tearstone, Nax had to go to the painted world early, but Real didn't really need that. So he's just preparing to set up the whole forest section, which is going to link to Seas, and then from the forest, the shortest route to the DLC. So we know which bosses Real is going to do now. Basically 1, 2, 3, 4. The next 8 bosses are going to be pretty much set, and they're going to do both the same, but Nax already has the painted world done, so that's his advantage. Even though they looked at in the same place, Nax is still on the lead.
And Regal is now headed over to Hydra.
For what Nax also did Windling, so he has a Anorlando completely done already.
Yes.
But this is gonna be neat though. Seeing them.
Regal does not have the bonfire either, so that's gonna be a good run back.
Yeah, it's about
probably a minute and a half or so there.
He bosses.
It's actually 8 boss, but you know, that's fine.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Ruble.
Ooh, going for the plunge.
Now Regal is going for the plunge. Nails the plunge.
Nice. That's one of the newest glitches that they were found, in which if you do a plunge attack and you get bounced off the whatever you're using to do the mid-fall, the game allows you to roll, which shouldn't be possible, and then you can use the iframes that you get on the roll to avoid fall damage. It's a lot easier with heavy weapons, but it can be done with almost anything. But lighter weapons reset your animation faster, and if you're standing up, you cannot roll, and then you die.
Yep. Oh, wow. Calculated by Nax.
Yeah, that helps.
Well, he does have 100% physical resist shield, so nothing to worry about. Still a little spooky.
That's like 3 HP. I think it's more than that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. It's not much. Okay, so Regal quits out to spawn the Crystal Golem, choosing not to move swap. I think it's only... Now. Well, it'll probably just be one attack.
Yeah, one more hit.
The +5. I'm so used to like a +1 here.
Next is getting rid of the pike, because since that pike weighs 10,000, and that's the limit of how much stuff your inventory can have, if you pick up anything that has weight, you won't be able to pick it up, and it will just drop to the ground. So before that happens, he's just getting rid of it since he doesn't need it anymore. The only thing he has to be careful with is to not remove the red tearstone ring, because since he doesn't really have it, he cannot equip it back.
Yeah, so if he gets rid of red Tearstone Ring, he'd have to go back, buy a whole new sloop pipe and do all that stuff again. Not quick, not quick. I think we probably just Caster's cursed him. Watch.
You'll be fine.
Okay, Rego getting the stone armor set, specifically for, I guess, for two bosses really, Capra and Nito later on. That way you can just tank up, don't really have to worry about anything, just do your business, get on out of there. And Nax setting up RTSR on the consistent night. Regal choosing to skip RTSR for Sif.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting how some glitches that we get here are not present on Demon Souls, or they might sometimes, but sometimes they're left over from the game. For example, the game does not consider the things you are carrying the way that you think you are carrying, so there shouldn't be any limit in the first place. But it's leftover code from Demon Souls, and that's why the flexing works in the first place. Or we have things that are an effect of Demon Souls. For example, the death cam and Sensegate escape at the beginning. It's only possible because when you repose, you get suspended in the air and you get no collision. That way you can clip into this volume. And since on Demon Souls you couldn't do that, you could die in the middle of an animation in which you had no control of. So their solution allows us to do this glitch now in a game that was released, what, 4 years later?
We were having a pretty decent fight on Sif. Kind of was a bad boy later on in that fight, but only 2 backflips, so it could be much worse. We'll see how Nax does.
Yeah, Nax using RTSR, so Sif is gonna have one chance to do something before he goes to good boy heaven.
All dogs go to heaven.
And that was
yeah, I forgot that weapon is just ridiculous in RTSR. Okay, so that was it. All right, so both runners making their way to Duke's Archives. Plenty of stamina, so I guess you can skip out on the Green Blossom. I assume Nax will probably still use one, just it'll make it a little bit quicker, a little bit safer. Maybe not quicker, just safer, especially after killing the golem.
When you have this much stamina, though, using the Blossom and start running is actually faster than waiting for the entire thing to reach. It takes so long.
Alright. Regal waves to everybody. Hey guys. Punch out.
So he's in a good mood. That's nice to see.
He had a little rough start, but he's done pretty well since then. First try I went out, so that's always good.
Oof, okay. He's like happy.
Well,
there's a lot of enemies in the
boy.
same area.
I wish I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Alright. A little spooky,
Jump
but
attacks. Jump attacks.
okay. Yeah.
Very scary. There's one thing with jump attacks from NPCs. They do home on you. They can't turn around mid-air. Smaller enemies are more dangerous, hollows, especially this one. They can literally turn around 90 degrees and chase you down. Bigger enemies than the crystal golems do turn around less. Luckily, that will be hilarious to see that. They will have the same mid-air agility.
Okay. Not quite as spooky for Nax. I guess he's not quite out of it yet. Should be alright.
He went the long way to ensure that he wouldn't get hit by the Solara.
First attempt on Duke skip was a little short on getting on that railing. Have to reset, try again. I think failing it is about, I want to say about probably 20 to 30 seconds RTA. I think it's about 15 IGT for everything. So as long as, if you fail it once or twice, it's not the end of the world. But if you fail it a few times, you can waste a whole lot of time on it. Nax also missing in. Okay. Regal
1 for 1.
went a little late getting on, but that's okay. He's got so much health.
You have the angle.
It
is a very tricky skip when you're starting to learn it, but the more practice that you have, and if you check videos and everything, and get the infinite knowledge of the Speed Souls community, you can notice that it's not. It's very lenient. It has a lot that you can jump super late, still do it. The angle is more important most of the time.
It's something that every runner has struggled with at one point. I'd say it's probably for. I don't know if it took me longer to learn move swap, like really get it down, or I guess get Duke skip. I was terrible at Duke. Still am, but I was worse then.
No ladder skip.
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
I wouldn't go for it either.
Yeah, me neither.
If I ever get it, it's always by accident. It's never on purpose.
I'm practicing now, and it just makes me so happy every time I get it.
Okay, so Regal is going to do a Crystal Cave drop. I'm not sure if he's going to do the slightly faster one or this safe. I guess they're both. One is safer. I guess, yeah, it would be safer. So he's going to do the faster one. Okay.
Perfect. There's a slight chance that if you mess up the angle that when you're dropping down, you get a slide instead of getting landing on a stable position. Yep. That doesn't allow you to roll. You keep going down and you take too much damage and die. So it's pretty scary. Because once you're dropping, there's nothing else. There's no chance to survive. And Nax is doing the safer version.
Did he move swap on that drop? What? I'm not. He did some menuing, and I'm not exactly sure.
He was move swap there from before.
Okay. All right. I saw some quick menuing. I was like, whoa.
I think he was putting the firebombs on the quick bar.
Alright. So the goal here is to hopefully get 0 clams. It's not uncommon to get 1. Hopefully you don't get 2. 2 is where it gets really awkward.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clams have no collision with seeds, so they can just like phase through him. And you're doing running attacks that are very slow, have a long animation. So you get surprised by the clam, and it's never.
Yeah, also the one bad thing about this weapon is the weapon is so long that you can actually get past, like, hit past the sweet spot on Seed. So that's why on his first attack, where it did half Seed's health, on the second attack it did like a third. So you had to do an extra attack there. See if Nax gets it. Yeah, he gets the sweet spots twice.
They're all very close in this section, which means Rigol is catching up a bit maybe, but not by much. Still a lot to go on one of the hardest areas, the DLC, coming up right after they kill Butterfly. The major problem in the DLC is like the bosses have they should be fine with this, at least with Artorias and Sanctuary Guardian, because they stagger the bosses immediately with just one attack. But if something happens, it's a huge run to go back to them. Yeah, here Rigoli didn't build the bombs. I don't know if he forgot or just not used to it. So he's gonna have to wait until Butterfly comes to the bridge to drink nectar from the flowers that you see alongside the bridge. Nax, on the other hand,
take a long time too.
Yeah, it feels like an eternity. Nax on the other side got a bunch of bombs and
could be 30 seconds, could be a minute. You never know.
And Nax is done. The fight will be really fast once the Butterfly comes down, but Rigo has to still wait around, I think, one more attack. Oof, another one.
Math was off.
Oh, I think so. The jumping over, flying over. Slow animation.
Could probably do it again just once more for good measure. Oh, nope. There we go. Alright. And there we go. Regal's done. Next is going to be head to DLC now. setting up RTSR along the way. I guess he's not going to plunge. He is not.
No, not gonna risk it. Disappointment after disappointment.
Yep. I know that Regal, he had bombs highlighted at some point in front, and it showed 5, but I don't know what. I guess
I think
something
he might
with
have just forgotten to put them on the bottomless box. That's why he couldn't leave them.
Oh, that might be it. Either that, or maybe he didn't actually get the prompt right or something. Oh. Anyways, that's over. And looks like he's going to plunge again.
Yes.
Oh yeah, baby. Easy every time. So Nax might be in the lead right now. Regal's in the lead in my heart, though.
20 minutes save, 40 for each plunge.
Pretty much, yep. Okay, now comes a fun boss, Guardian. Actually, really quick with a DT +5. Nax chooses to play really safe and gets punished with it by lightning.
And more lightning.
And yeah, just lightning. Yeah, that's... Yep.
Oh, there it goes. You'll be dead.
There we go. Alright, so not punished too hard.
Didn't get the brute.
And Regal, whenever you see that animation that he just you or move swapping too fast, you need to slow it down just a tad. And there we go.
Speed.
And oh yeah, that's always
that was
scary. Yeah. Okay. Visions of Brood.
Visions of Brood.
Oh god.
Yeah, is it the fourth
no.
one? I think that was the fourth one already.
Okay.
On the charge, that's good.
Good and easy every time. Alright, so little awkward in the beginning. It's good now. Good.
If you're wondering why Regal managed to do that on a single attack and Nax didn't, it's because the boss was still technically on the attack animation, and that makes it receive bonus damage when you attack them. Thank you. Which also works against you. If you're running, you get bonus damage if something hits you. You're in the middle of a swing, you also receive bonus damage when you get hit mid-attack animation.
Mm-hmm. Nax now going to do Royal Wood Skip, doing the plunge method, the Stennis method. 100% consistent. And gets it.
That fall should normally kill you. You cannot even use the standard jumping down with fall control. Quit out. Which is a really old glitch, because the platforms do not save your stable position. The way to get down there before was terrible, involved luring one of these giant guardians, falling on its head, at the same time it's dying, and getting bounced off, and then quit out just in time to avoid dying.
Absolutely hated the old one.
It was terrible.
People got good with it, but I did not like it. And Nax not setting up RTSR for Artorias, but still it's pretty quick with a DT +5. This is the one thing with the backstep that can go wrong if you look at Regal, where you just kind of hop up on the ledge.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully he quits. Yeah.
He couldn't quit out in time. You need to bounce off the ledge, and that's what he was looking for. He knew he didn't get it, but couldn't quit out in time. And this at least is oh, he didn't save.
I wasn't sure. I didn't see him take the bonfire, but I wasn't looking terribly close. That is the unfortunate consequence of not taking the bonfire. Is if you mess that up or if you die to Artorias, it is probably about a 3-minute or so run back.
It's a huge run.
Okay, so Nax now going to trigger Calamate. You have to have Calamate go basically behind a little mountain range or whatever over there. And then later on you'll be able to get the crest key, go, and go, gow. I don't know. I always say go. Anyways, he'll use a big bow, shoot him down. How a blind man can shoot a bow that well, I don't know. But okay.
Hex.
Yeah, backband. And he didn't have any dogos that joined him down there, so nice and relaxing.
No always want to play. No plunge this time. I'm guessing he got a bit shaken by the.
Yeah, probably didn't want to take the risk of anything else happening, because that plunge, you can get what we call the Norwegian super slope, which if you land on it, you're dead.
Yeah.
So probably didn't want to take the risk of that happening and then losing like an extra minute on top of that. Clearly pronounced golf. Oh, today I learned.
So next, going on the way to kill the one mimic on, well, one of the two mimics that are on the DLC, the one that contains the crest key, so he can free go and trigger a cutscene that allows you to fight Calamite normally, grounded, with all his magical hitboxes.
Okay. And he throws the Lloyd Talisman to safely grab the crest key without having to actually fight the mimic. Don't want to take any karate kicks to the face. And is he gonna take the elevator, the safety elevator, or not? Nope.
Next, looking back,
yeah.
Next, looking back, there's a chance that the sorceress that's hanging in a balcony can be there, and she throws an attack right as you're turning the corner, and you just get one shot.
There's also a small chance that whenever you roll over to the area that has the crest key mimic, that you can get sniped while in that little space right there, that you can get hit with a magic attack and ripped. Okay, so Regal again going to try Royal Skip. I guess he's okay. I thought he might have been going for the other method at first. No, he's gonna do Stinus method again.
There we go. Now got the proper bounce.
Oh, he rolled too early. Yeah.
He rolled slightly too early. Yeah, don't take it necessarily as pride though. Sometimes you have a fight down so much that you haven't died in, like, suppose I haven't died in Tortoise in 2 months. You're not gonna think about the bonfire, even if it's just super short. And sometimes it can happen like this, and it just well, you end up paying the price.
What's quote a lot? Sorry. A lot of times too, a lot of the runners are so set on skipping most of these bonfires, they're just really comfortable with going ahead and doing that, even though, like, let's say skipping the Guardian bonfire, it might cost you a minute and a half or something like that. But you're so comfortable with skipping it that you can't. I mean, it would be safer to take it, but especially in this route where you do so much damage.
Yeah.
But most of the people will skip it in a normal run anyway, so that's probably why they would. Most of the time, Guardian behaves. At least behaves well enough. Unless you're Brood. Okay, so Nax taking on Manus. I guess the only thing you gotta worry about Manus is that.
Oh, exactly that.
Where you will break the poise. And
He's just going for it.
Again. Oh. Yeah. If you hit him in the arm, it'll break the animation of him, and then he can immediately attack after. Although he does have a green blossom, so even with that, he should be.
Yeah, I think that
should be all right, and he has so much endurance. And he's not RTSR, so if he does get hit, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, one more attack, be done, and of course he does a really long one. And you just gotta shake the Dragon Tooth for good measure. And that's the end of Manus. And fortunately, yeah, Regal gets the triple wombo.
Yeah, good call as well that he didn't get a RTSR. So that would have been death.
I guess in this route though,
Oof, lucky has RTSR.
Yeah. Oh.
He's.
I think he was trying to block then roll and instead of just like spamming roll. Yeah.
I think he was trying to roll backwards, like a bit to the side, but ended up rolling on Notorious, and then he got caught at the end of the roll. The hitbox, I mean the attack lasts for slightly longer when it gets smashed.
I didn't see. Did he end up bringing the elevator back up or not? I don't think he did.
I don't think so. Yeah, we'll see.
Most people don't now that you can just backstep even. No, I guess it would be safer to.
In general, all the DLC bosses have huge physical and magical resistances, except Sanctuary Guardian, which only has decent lightning resistances. He doesn't have much physical.
Okay. There we go. Choosing not to do the quit out there. If you quit out there, it resets their position. They won't be aggroed unless you run way over to them.
Yeah.
And Nax not popping the RD Soul in front of what's her name? Saren?
Kairan? I have no idea.
That lady right there.
He gets the skip now properly, and now he's sending the elevator
he's
up,
taking the elevator
just
up.
in case.
Okay, yeah, just in case. Nax took a little fall damage there. That way he doesn't have to the dust ring for.
I'm not sure why he did the move swap, and he's just gonna do it again. I think he got confused for a second. I think he was going through the motions for a bit.
It happens once you're set in your ways. It's hard.
Yeah. When something throws you out of your routine, it's
okay.
Sometimes it's hard to like adapt in the moment.
All right. Ooh.
Explosion will hit him here sadly, but will not do enough damage to kill him.
Hopefully he doesn't want to heal too much. Just kind of go for it. He should be able to get it.
Yeah, it's just one more hit and Artorias is dead.
Excellent. All right. Artorias down for Regal. And while that was going on, Nax just calmly finishes off Calamite. No big deal. So let's see. He's gonna go do. Oh, excellent. Good choice. Good choice. He's gonna go do Capra and Gaping first. I hope for certain reasons. But that
new lore is just getting overwhelming. So now Nax is he's already done with the Lost Isolate section. He's just missing 4 Kings, Nito, Pinwheel, and Gaping and Capra. Yeah, that's pretty much it. He already did the Under Wonder section, which is the other set of optional bosses. Stray is done because of the same reason. Did it before Painted World.
Ooh, I think he's gonna lose Hidden Body right as he gets in here.
Very quick fight.
Ooh. Okay, now Regal triggers Calamites. Nax gets the early quit out onto Capra. Allows you to spawn outside the door, but with the boss killed. The dogs!
This is the second time I see this size in a race. Why does this happen? I've never had it. I wanted to happen to me. I've never seen that before.
The bad thing about going for the early Capra quit out or the
is that what it triggers it? Dang,
the optimal Capra quit out is that you can quit out too early and then you have to do the whole fight again without RTSR.
Right.
So for something like Maildraker, that'd be really, really rough. You'd have in this one, you would already have stone armor, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. Oh, that was scary on that. Okay.
It's the first time. This is the first time of this tournament that I see that. Like, it's like the dogs are glitched and they're trying to get to you first, and then realize they. I mean, then do an attack, even though they have attacks that can't reach you running. But it looks so scary with the dogs just like basically licking your your ankles.
Panic rolls save lives. That shows you right there. Okay, so Nex should make quick work of gaping here. Couple hits to the head. Or 5. Either way.
Yeah, that's pretty much dead. Deleted from the game.
Okay, I was worried Regal was going to do a move swap, which would have aggroed the Mimic as well. Alright, Nax making his way over to the Catacomb, Pinwheel, and Nito. I don't think he's going to do a plunge there. Uh-oh. So Regal's going to have to heal. Does the smart thing and quits up there.
Nax on an extremely fast pace, by the way. If nothing goes wrong, we might see the fastest race so far.
Let's see. Yeah, he's done after this. No, 4 kings.
Just 4 kings left.
But
So 3 bosses
4 kings is
for the final stretch.
very, very quick. So
yeah, basically not there.
yeah, it will be very. I don't know if it's gonna be the fastest. It'll be close though.
Yeah, it will be close. We'll see how this goes.
And choosing not to quit out the lever. Old strategy. And it pays off. Canadian luck.
No going for the plunge again.
This one I can understand. This one, you know, crash your game, and it's not super easy. Yeah.
I recently started practicing them, and I'm very bad with the consistency.
A few times I've done it. I just crash my game half the time. The other times I failed it. So, except for that one time.
There is a really bad weird interaction here on the catacombs. When you drop down closer to the first wall, once you open in the main area, there is an extremely high chance that your game crashes. Well, on an RTA race, you don't want that. But it just happens so often that it's like, who knows why it happens. But it is there.
And that was Pinwheel.
Oh, of course.
Pinwheel taking, well, basically, almost getting an RTSR. That humanity there. Actually, if he does drop down a little bit, he'd actually have it. And chooses not to.
Yeah, I thought. Well, he can still do ring swap
instead.
Yeah, he's gonna ring swap. No Tomb of Giants for Gatescape either.
I'm scared to death to do it. The only time I ever do it is in like a rando or something where I take the bomb. Otherwise, I never do it. Like you can have those 3 seconds.
Yeah, you can barely see here, but you can jump on the side of that platform and land right below where the Black Knight is. But it just saves 3 seconds. It's just a ridiculous escape.
I think a lot of people when they first start running, this is kind of an intimidating area because you can't see. You're like, well, how the heck am I gonna get through? But after a few run-throughs, you learn it's pretty straightforward.
And it's a small area as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Regal choosing to do RTSR on Manus.
And doing that ton of damage because of that. He's just gonna need one more attack after this.
And of course he gets a time waster attack.
Other way, have to run around. How much
and it should be good.
Should
Excellent.
And Nax entering the Nito fight. Getting a ton of poise, so he doesn't have to worry about the skeletons just attacking him. And poise allows you to basically not get staggered until your poise runs out. Poise works as a bar, basically. It depletes and regens over time.
And seems to be
Depletes
having
with hits.
pretty good luck. No screams or anything.
Yeah.
It's usually
So, and walking around and working forward.
the
Walking forward,
worst thing about this
forward.
fight is just the screams.
2 more attacks.
I guess you can get stun locked by the skellies eventually, but most of the time, yeah, as long as you don't get any screams, everything's a-okay.
Fight.
All right. And boning out early, that's also an easy killer. Calamite and Nito. I think I've seen people bone out too early on those more than any other boss.
We had one of those yesterday. It was a bit sad to see.
Now Regal is going to have Calamite shot down. He doesn't like dragons. And Nax will now be heading over to do Seal Skip. So Seal Skip allows you to slope quit, because he won't have fall control, so he's going to do a slope quit, which will delay like his death. And when he quits out on that, it'll allow him to get into the Four Kings arena without actually having to go get the key to the seal, drain everything, and then run to the proper entrance to the arena. What's it save? I think it's about 1.5 minutes or something like that. I want to say it's something like that. So he tried the Ivan quick method. Ivan being the runner who pioneered it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But gets it second try, just doing the walk-off method. And whenever you do that second roll there, you actually could run into the arena, but you're going to be in death cam, and I believe the boss does not load. Is that right? I'm not sure.
Oh, sorry, on which one?
If you were to run into the arena in that death cam, I don't think Four Kings loads, right?
Oh yeah, no, think so.
I'm not sure. I never tried it because you absolutely can't, or I can't find it. All right, Regal getting unfortunate luck with Calamite.
Yeah, with his swipe.
Nax, in the Four Kings arena, drops the first item. That way he can know where the second king spawns, and he will make quick work of these guys with a Dragon Tooth +5. Just 5 running attack. Is it 5 or is it actually 6? No, it's just all running attacks. I know that. He's jumping for joy. He's hyped up. He knows he's on good pace. Bowing to him. What a nice guy. See? Honorable. Here we go.
Yeah,
yep,
it'll be 2
be...
Oh,
you do still have to hit them. That's the thing. Okay.
And next, approaching the final stretch, just the final run towards win. And
oh man, yeah, this is. I think the fastest time we have so far is by Brood with a 1:25.17. So it will be pretty close. Regal doing his second attempt on Calamite. It's a ring swap. Hopefully he can get the good RNG to start. Does not. Avoids the...
Yeah, have to dodge that because that tail can hit you. Oh my god, that turnaround.
That was interesting. Okay.
Yep. Calamite showing all its AI coding prowess.
Next to an RTSR setup off the running attack of the Black Knight. Getting a little unlucky with his move swap attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, just be able to punish this pretty hard. I'm gonna try and finish it. Excellent.
Yes.
Nice.
Next approaching the only Black Knight that has any chance to kill you.
I've actually had this guy fall off 2 times in a row so far. But the second time he fell off, but he was still swinging, and he almost killed me. So I was scared.
Basically, you just hold the left on this one, and this you hold the right, and they just will never hit you. Looks scary, but
yeah, when I see people do like basically the opposite,
yeah, it's like, oh my god,
I get so stressed out, I can't do it. All right, so opening parry landed, so hopefully should be able to get the second one. Just be 2. Blocks the first, parries the second. Riposte. Is he gonna do the quit outs? Probably not.
No, probably not.
Quit out saves.
So close.
Oh wow!
I'm actually thinking. Well, we need to. The official time is the dot down on Speedrun's Live.
That's true.
But that's pretty much the same time, down to the second. How can that even be possible?
Excellent work.
Well done,
let's see here. Dark Souls. Oh, that's a different race. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. I don't. This one. This one. Okay. Oh, he got a 1:25.18 finish time. But good game to Nax. Very well done. Very well done. Regal taking out Capra, nice and easy. I think he's 1 second off tournament rookie.
Yeah,
I believe he got a 1:25.17 for his dot done time. I'm not sure why he. Oh well, he was not move swap, so.
Yeah, he wasn't move swap. He just chose to cast hidden body just before the jump. So he just went and smacked him with one running attack and one normal attack. He was. It seems he was pretty aware of how much damage Capra will do.
Yeah, I remember watching him the other day. He said that he was planning on doing that. I had just I'd forgotten about it. Did Siege?
Yeah, Regole
I think
missing.
I believe Siege got a 1:22 in-game time.
Yeah.
Or was it? Did Siege get the rookie?
Oh wait, no,
Oh,
I
man.
didn't miss a. I missed Siege round actually. I have no idea.
Okay, well don't listen to me.
Yeah, Regole is missing the same bosses plus the Orlando bosses, so he's missing a Gaping Dragon. It's gonna get deleted right now. And Orlando is with Gwendolyn, Priscilla, 4 Kings, and
Really hoping he'd quit out there.
Will and Nito.
On Melee, I really like to see people quit out on that just because. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you want the smash attack because that lowers Gaping's head, and Gaping's head receives bonus damage. So makes it for a shorter and more consistent.
Siege RTA was 1:22.53. Okay, sorry for getting everyone psyched up. I apologize. I apologize.
Whatever.
All right. Well, he gets the important thing.
Oh, of course, he's missing his tray as well. You have need set to unlock the painted work.
Do you roll over there or do you jump over there on that gap?
I used to roll, but not on the normal way. Like on the, you know how there's a bit of slope on the left side?
Yes.
So at the same time you're falling, you roll and you make it just fine. But if you mess it up, it's just like terrible. So I'm just doing the roll, but early, that extends your roll, which is a lot more.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
But
Whenever
I
I see
cannot
people
jump.
that like,
I can do.
I used to jump, but and then I would just clear everything so much that I just started doing the roll.
The roll, I have a really bad.
I get really anxious seeing people whenever they do the jump. I'm like, oh gosh.
I tend to flick the stick just before I jump. I have no idea why. I just, I don't know. I always
Hey,
do it. And this
if it
game
works, if it works, it doesn't matter. Regal's PB is a 1:39:21 in-game time. I think it's probably like a 1:45 or something RTA.
Yeah, it could be slightly longer because of the loading screen. And there it goes. So he's missing at the moment 1, 2, 3, 5 bosses plus win.
Quick work of Stray Demon, thanks to power of RTSR. One shots and gets the BKS. Excellent. See Nax's reward. He just gets to sit and sail over there. Regal is he going to do it?
Oh, the plunge in Catacombs?
He looks like he's going for the plunge. I saw him put the dragon tooth in the right hand. My boy, look at him go.
Let's see, there's a ton of steps here. I know there's at least 6 slightly different ones that you bounce.
There's a lot, and they're all spooky. They are all spooky.
And there's 2 that are very crash heavy.
So hopefully that doesn't happen. That'll be interesting. Yeah. I don't think we've had a crash yet in the tournament, at least that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Ban RTSR for round 2. That'd make it interesting.
Ben moves up too. Ban 30 FPS.
That's hey, watch it, buddy. Yeah, okay, so he's gonna do the more popular one.
With the bounce and
got it. Nice, perfect. Very good.
And now to say hello to the bone wheels.
Shaking right now.
Oh, only one. I thought more of them were like, though. Nice. Oh, see, Vadio says that
booster crashed
at the catacombs.
The set booster crashed.
Oh, that has to be annoying. Oh, that's annoying. An image cutting your path.
Okay, choosing not to heal. I guess he still has quite a bit of health, so it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
I think he could still probably take. Go ahead and does it. Anyway. I was about to say he probably could take a couple of hits from the little. I always say dog. It's not a dog, but the little skelly lizard. Yeah. Or I think it's supposed to be a lizard thing. I always say dog. Also not doing the fog gate skip. Probably for the best. Probably for the best.
So neither should be pretty safe. Same case as Nax. Just stacking poise with the stone armor to basically remove the worry of the small skeletons, which can make you bleed. Which also makes no sense because they're using falchions or scimitars, which do not have bleeding for the player, but they do for the skeletons. After that, he's either gonna go for an Orlando, for Gwendolyn and Priscilla, or for 4 Kings. We'll see which one. He probably will leave 4 Kings for last. That way he can extend the usage of the Ring of Favor and Protection. Since he won't remove RTSR probably, and you need once you remove the Ring of Favor and Protection, it's gone forever. It breaks. Let's see if we have some screams. Hopefully not. Nothing.
No screams. No screams. Nice.
That's good.
And Nito just running over to him, so really fortunate.
Yeah, this is really
That
nice.
was
You
not
don't
as
want to
fortunate.
fight him at the end of the. Yeah. You don't want to fight him at his spawn point because there's two giant skeletons.
Okay, one thing to note, even though he's toxic, it's not like the toxic that you'd get from the blow dart
Yeah,
guys
it's a lot weaker.
in Blighttown. This one is much, much weaker and nothing to like freak out about.
We did have a double KO thanks to Toxic though, just today. Interesting to see.
Alright,
Oh,
so
he's
already
going
goes
for 4
ahead.
kings.
Does
He's going for
his
4 kings.
ring
Equipping
swap.
the Covenant of Artorias. He's gonna be the same thing. He's gonna prepare RTSR.
He did remove the ring,
No, he's
so
gonna
I'll have
do
to
it
take
now.
extra damage. Yeah.
No, with
Well, I guess
the-
yeah, you don't have fall
with the
control,
control,
so
you
yeah, you'll take
Yep.
extra damage regardless. And takes a good bit. He did not get the bounce.
So now the same thing. He's gonna attempt to do the seal skip by quitting out just as he's falling on a slope, which delays your death by a tiny bit, just enough to save your position down there, but not process the fall damage. And the kill box, so you're supposed to die there. And that's perfect. Should work just fine. And the move swap, this should be also, well, the same thing, it's just a really, really quick fight. The damage is gonna be massive.
Yeah, you don't even have to. With a lot of melee routes, you end up having to do an R1 in between. Not this round. Not this round. You just run and press.
Yeah, yeah. For 4 kings, you usually want the least kings as possible, because there is a set amount of time in between the spawn of one and the next. And a lot of routes and all the routes and non-standard routes need a certain setup, a certain amount of hits, or certain attacks, a certain time, and it can be a handful sometimes if something goes.
I was worried he was gonna run into the magic there. Ran right by him.
According to plan, but this one
even
did
though-
so much damage. that,
Even
yeah.
though he missed the one attack, he should still get 2 kings as long as he doesn't whiff the final one. And unfortunately, getting the grab. He's out of range though.
One
A little
hit.
spooky, but he got it.
There we go. So only 2 bosses before the final one.
Yep, he'll make his way over to Anarmonda.
A bit of a run to get to Windling, but besides that, we're almost there.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have fall control, so he can't do the early fall control down to Priscilla, and then go to Gwendolyn,
yeah,
which is a little bit faster. Don't think he meant to do that, but that's fine. Just another wave. Says hi to all you beautiful people out there.
Oh, he did not use the full damage to set up RTSR, sadly. He's gonna have to... Or... Yeah, it is not enough.
He's either just gonna have to skip out on it, which I think is not too bad. I think it's 2 running attacks.
I think it's, yeah, I think it's just 1 extra attack.
Or he can drop again. And yeah, he's just choosing to just go for it. It's like, yep. Just says the heck with it.
That invisible hitbox in the middle of the elevator is so annoying every time.
That is the hardest stored roll not to get, like coming whenever you fly up from it. It's so hard not to get the stored roll after that. I'd sit there and spam all the time and just do not just camp out there. Fortunately, he doesn't get the Gwendolyn that just sits there for a little while. People say that it happens quite a bit, and I never get it.
I've never seen it.
I've seen it happen.
I mean, if you do not move, he doesn't. You need to move at least once for him to start a fight. I mean, no, sorry, that was back in the day because you could poison him with arrows from range, but they changed that at some point.
Gets the stagger, so yeah, easy.
Pretty much. RTSR was not needed whatsoever.
Runs back. Didn't let muscle memory also get him to bone out. Have to go all the way back. That would be unfortunate. So now make his way over to the painted world and onto Priscilla. Not sure if he's gonna do RTSR for it. I doubt he.
I don't think it even saves you an attack. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's still 2 running attacks without RTSR. Looking back for the knives cannot kill him, but still the stagger is just annoying and it slows you down.
Yeah, you can get staggered once and then catch a whole slew of knives, and that would not be too great. Alright, so he does not need to go grab the red Tearstone rings. Arya has it. And I assume, since he's not in RTSR range, he's not going to go Undead Dragon method. Just go below.
It should be faster on the side anyway.
And did not get the little slip off.
That's so bad.
You can slip off right there.
You are understanding it's just a few pixels there. It looks very safe. It actually is, but you can bounce off the wall if you go at the wrong angle. And it's really hard to quit out there because the kill box is just right below.
Happened to everyone at least once, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, equips Hornet Ring. It's kind of a scary place to drink right there, but alright.
Yeah, you can get hit through the fog gate, so that knight that he ran past was pretty much running towards him, to smack him in the face.
So now he's looking for the footsteps to see where Priscilla is at. And
oh wow, she was quite sneaky. Sneaky giant dragon lady.
Yeah, I believe he's just gonna go heal up and reset this. Okay.
There we go.
Alright. And that's Priscilla. Now he's gonna bone out, make his way over to Gwen. And chooses to dupe even though he's got 90.
The muscle memory is just too strong.
Yeah. So one thing I miss that you don't get on the magic routes is you don't get the little huh from prompts anymore.
Punching prompt.
You have to enjoy the little things. You have to enjoy the little things. Okay, so now he's gonna run through the kiln. Not too much can go wrong here. It's pretty straightforward.
No.
Especially if you've been running it quite a bit. Or not even running it, just playing the game quite a bit. You should.
Yeah, what did you say was Regal's PB?
Regal's PB, I believe he's going off IGT right now, so he just passed it at 139.21. But you can still get, I believe this will be a race PB at least, because I know SRL keeps track of that. So, yeah.
That's one of the few things that can happen.
That is the bad thing right there. If he lands on you, staggered, and then it's just at the mercy of Miyazaki right there.
If you keep the block up, you can prevent that. The shield actually blocks the thing, but he wasn't expecting it. It was just on his radar. It is quite annoying. Those Goomba stomps. They do absolutely no damage, but have a long stagger.
No, I'm sorry guys. I didn't mean to jinx. I didn't mean the caster's card.
Well, could you, Sass?
I don't know. Alright, well, here we go. It's at number 2. Nothing can happen the second time through. So, good to go. I'm guessing he'll go a little bit further to the right this time. There you go.
He's keeping
Alright, not even gonna take a chance there.
There is another, if you're wondering when you're watching speedruns, a lot of people run with the shield up or blocking up with a weapon even. The point of that is not really to be ready to block, but rather be ready to roll. If you're blocking with a weapon, it blocks out the jump function of the roll button, so you cannot get an accidental jump, and you just roll instantly.
Okay, got the good attack on these, the Black Knight there. I was gonna say Silver Knight, but that's not right. Oh no, he's no.
He went for the right gun. Dang it.
No, this is what I'm talking about. I'm so
sorry.
Okay, alright. Okay, everybody calm down.
If you did the sideways attack, the hitbox starts right there. Oh, he went for the
grabs.
Wasting time.
And yeah.
Alright,
easy.
And we're done. Very close to his PV.
Yeah, very close. About 3 minutes off. Like almost exactly 3 minutes off. Nice. Good job, Regal. Good game to all the runners.
And remember, this was the... Wait, is it the... No, it's not still the last, but remember that on the first round, no one gets eliminated. It's a double elimination tournament, which means winners go into the winner's bracket, losers go into the loser's bracket, which means you can keep clawing your way up and even reach the finals. If you lose in the loser brackets, then you're out, but no one gets eliminated yet.
Yep. Everyone will get you always get a second chance, so yeah, you could go from losers bracket from first round all the way to the finals. So that is gonna be it for this one. We have 2 races this Saturday in about 6 hours? About 6 hours. We're gonna have Typo versus Pink and Orange and Gold. It looks like that's going to be on Speed Gaming 2, commented by Alibaba and Wolfie, and then later on at 3 p.m. EDT, it's going to be myself versus Gondrake HD with Regal and Wolfie doing the commentary for that, and that should be the end of round 1 right there. And yeah, then everyone will start setting up matches for round 2 and losers round 1. So yeah, stay tuned. There's going to be probably for the next couple months plenty of races if you like Dark Souls races.
there's gonna be we have seen a lot of people with around 126 RTA times, which is gonna be really fun to watch because it's like they're gonna have to compete against their best routes in the tournament. But at the same time, we have a lot of people in the losers bracket with very similar times as well. So I think the races are gonna be way closer than we have seen on the first round on both sides.
Yeah.
Both in winners and on
Yeah,
losers.
right now we have Nax who's got one of the top times, and Regal who's really just started doing some all bosses runs specifically for this tournament. So obviously the times are going to be pretty far. There's going to be a big discrepancy right there, but yeah, that's going to be changing here really shortly in this upcoming rounds. So yeah, stay tuned. Should be really good.
Yeah, I think that's that thing that we haven't said enough. A lot of people just joined that have never done all bosses runs, and there's people that they just never run the game before.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean it's great.
Really,
That's great that
really
people
nice
are
to see.
like, yeah, they're willing to just learn something completely new just for a tournament. That's awesome. All right. Well, I guess that's gonna be it for us. Milt, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in here and commentating with me.
Yeah, I hope you guys had fun watching. We had fun commentating for sure.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'm not sure if we have anything else coming up. I didn't get a response on that. Coming up on this channel, I know we have some other races going on some other channels, I do believe. So go check that out. Also, support Speed Gaming if you can. By donating really to them and stuff like that. I mean, they're giving us the streams and all that to make all this possible, to help make all this possible. So really appreciate that. And also thanks to Typo and Brood for kind of coming up and organizing this whole tournament. Appreciate it, guys. Yes, see you next time. Yeah, take care.
Take care, everyone. Bye bye.